It's a decent time to be a brand that represents considerable authority in SUVs. Pretty much anything that seems tall or trucky turns into a moment hit in the present market. Since everything Jeep makes is both tall and trucky, deals at Jeep stores have surged. The brand sold almost 1 million vehicles in the US a year ago. The Jeep marque is extremely turning into a SUV goal for customers, says Jeep marque executive Scott Talon. Despite the value point or size, there's various diverse models to choose from. Subcompact hybrids are one of the most sizzling, and slightest costly, bits of the section, and Jeep discovered carports for 106,606 of their adorable and spunky Renegades a year ago, making it the success in this new class. Architects took the effective bones of that vehicle to make an all-new second-age Compass. Indeed, the vehicles are delivered together in the organization's Toluca, Mexico, plant. Without a doubt, our planning couldn't be any better to dispatch this vehicle, says Talon. You need to be set up so when that SUV development begins to develop and level off, you aren't simply the new person endeavoring to demonstrate. That old original Compass kept going an entire 10 years, with one facelift in 2011. That is a staggeringly long run, yet in its last year, Jeep moved a greater amount of them than any before, very nearly 100,000. That addresses the quality of the Jeep marque and the market itself. All things considered, this was one hybrid long past due for arousing. The two vehicles have extremely unmistakable identities, says Talon. The Renegade is more Wrangler-centered, with loads of bright edges and round headlights, though the Compass is obviously taking styling signals from the Grand Cherokee, so it's more smooth and dynamic. Undoubtedly, you could contend the new Compass plan looks all the more generally Cherokee than the present little Cherokee does. Dimensionally, the Compass has been designed to fill a generally limited space in the middle of the Renegade and Cherokee. So contrasted with the Renegade, the wheelbase was extended by 2.6 creeps to 103.8 inches, and general length extended by more than 6 inches. Typically, these moves give more space to individuals and stuff inside, with an astounding 4.3 inches more legroom, 39.4 inches, in the back seat and 4.2 cubic feet more freight space behind the back seats, 22.7 cubic feet. Since the Compass roofline is slashed by around 2 inches contrasted with the blocky Renegade, raised situate headroom endures a shot by a similar sum. On the off chance that you need to wear a huge cap while driving your little Jeep, get the Renegade. Furthermore, the Compass is, from various perspectives, a mechanical copy to the Renegade, sharing its four-wheel free suspension framework, electric power guiding framework and circle brakes. Jeep is glad that the new Compass is a worldwide vehicle. It will have 17 powertrain mixes sold in 100 nations on 4 mainlands. Whatever remains of the world may have fascinating choices like torquey turbo diesels, yet here, there's only one fuel motor. The Compass utilizes FCA's 2.4-liter Tigershark 4-barrel, creating 180 horsepower at 6,400 revolutions per minute and 175 pounds-to-foot of torque at 3,900 revolutions per minute. Game and Latitude trim level models utilize either a 6-speed manual or 6-speed programmed with the choice of a 9-speed program. Be that as it may, the better prepared Trailhawk and Limited comes standard with the 9-speed. What's more, that mix conveys a respectable 22 miles per gallon city and 30 miles per gallon expressway, as indicated by the EPA. Front-wheel drive is standard, however this is a Jeep, so obviously there are 2 discretionary 4WD frameworks. Dynamic drive is a full-time framework with a back hub disengaged to permit front drive or all-wheel drive when the framework detects conditions require it. What's more, it accompanies a select terrain handle so drivers can dial in modes for snow, sand and mud, where up to 12 parameters, including security control, footing control and transmission execution settings, are changed in accordance with suit the territory. Or on the other hand, drivers can simply leave the framework in auto and let the PCs do what they specialize in. Dynamic Drive Low is the one you need for more genuine rough terrain work, and it's just accessible on Trailhawk models. The framework has all the previously mentioned settings in addition to a more forceful shake mode. Presently, the low in active drive low doesn't generally mean it has a low extended apt decrease like more genuine 4x4s. No, here low means there's a numerically higher last drive proportion that gives a superior, lower, 20.4 to 1 slither proportion, versus the standard 17.6 to 1 on other 9-speed 4WD Compass. Interpretation? The Trailhawk can crawl along rough terrain with marginally more control than your normal compass. The Trailhawk not just accompanies a one-of-a-kind 4WD framework and more forceful styling, including those trademark splendid red toe snares, yet additionally a 1-inch taller ride tallness and slip plating up and down the underside ensuring about each segment. The compass is accessible in 3 different models, as well: Sport, Latitude, and a more lavish Limited. Most of the innovation and extravagance alternatives start to wind up plainly accessible in the Latitude models. Be that as it may, oddly every last bit of it stays discretionary as far as possible up to the Limited model. The Safety and Security Group incorporates blindside checking, raise crossway location, stop help and then some. The Advanced Technology Group presents crash cautioning, path takeoff cautioning and HID headlamps. The Navigation Group will probably be a standout amongst the most well-known alternatives since it replaces the 5 or 7-inch, contingent upon demonstrate, infotainment screen with a major 8.5-inch touchscreen show.